and it gives me a great pleasure to welcome all of you to the 7th edition of Voice of Healthcare's International Healthcare Conference, brought to you in association with Medical Fair India. International collaborations in the field of healthcare has nothing but evolved over these many years, and so is the spectrum and agenda of our flagship events that we are in today. Building mutually beneficial healthcare relationships across the globe is a complex endeavor impacted by differences in language, culture, medical knowledge and practice, technology, economics, and many other factors that are yet explored. Through platforms like such, our aim today is to build and prosper happy, successful, and synergistical international collaborations that can yield towards that far outweigh the challenges. It is through such gatherings that we bring together the experts and leaders in one such frame and from all the walks of healthcare with a common objective of continuous evolving and learning from each other. Throughout the conference, our experts shall be touching upon the points such as building smart hospitals, exploring new innovations with medical device industry, cheering the nursing fraternity, and finding out what's next in the field of diagnostics and the way forward to build India the hub of diagnostic solutions and medical devices. Before we move forward, I'd like to thank our partners of the conference who've helped us bring together this grand event. Brought to you in association with Medical Fair India, our presenting partner Quick Smartwatch Technologies, our international partner National Chengkung University Hospital, Tainan, Taiwan, our hospital partners Apollo Hospitals, Narayana Health, Yashoda Super Speciality Hospital, our supporting partner Association of Medical Device Industry, our corporate partner Convatec. So without any further ado, let's formally inaugurate the event with a round of applause and call upon our inaugural session for today. Requesting to come up on the stage, Dr. Naveen Nishchal, Chairman, Voice of Healthcare and co-founder Meddo, Mr. Schlitt, Managing Director at Messe, Düsseldorf, India, Mr. Rajiv, Nath, Managing Director, Hindustan Syringes and Forum Coordinator, Association of Indian Medical Device Industry, His Excellency Baushuan, Representative, Taipei Economic and Cultural Center in India, Taiwan, Ms. Jennifer Daubeny, Executive Director, Global Affairs, Canada. Can we please welcome this stellar inaugural panel with a round of applause, please? Now to begin with, I would like to request Dr. Naveen Nishchal to please come up on the podium and share his inaugural address.
Respected guest of honor, special guests, partners, delegates, colleagues and friends. On behalf of Voice of Healthcare, I welcome you all on 7th International Conference, Idea, Synergy and Collaboration. I welcome our international partner, National Chengkung University Hospital, Tainan, Taiwan, our country partners, Canada and Germany. Pandemic has taught us the true value of healthcare. The kind of cooperation amongst different countries we witnessed during the pandemic is simply amazing. A lot of collaboration happened at every level in the pandemic. And theme of the conference is quite relevant. We are living in the era of innovation, synergy and collaboration. But I still see a lot of gap, huge gap when it comes to working together and collaborating together. Voice of Healthcare is continuously working towards bridging the gap and breaking the silos down. Today, technology plays a vital role in healthcare. Technology can solve challenges of unsustainable cost, poor outcome, frequent medical error, poor patient satisfaction, and worsening health disparities. Technology is truly a game changer. We at Voice of Healthcare are aggressively working on some relevant initiatives. Our newest initiative is VOH Incubator. In VOH Incubator, we are fostering innovation. We are incubating some good startups across the country. So far, we have shortlisted 6 startups for our first cohort. To conclude, we have some really powerful panels lined up today, the conference. I hope you will get some insightful ideas from these discussions. I'm thankful to our guest of honor, all the partners, speakers, delegates for being part of this occasion. Thank you very much. Thanks.
Thanks, Nath, sir, for your warm wishes. Mr. K.R. Chawla, Head of Office, Controlling and Licensing Authority, Drugs Control Department, Government of Entity of Delhi, has extended his warm wishes and greetings for this conference and with a shared note. Can we please have Mr. Chawla's note with us, please?
All the esteemed dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, greetings from Drugs Control Department, Government of Delhi. It is indeed an honor to be here today at the Voice of Healthcare 7th International Healthcare Conference in conjunction with Medical Fair India, although virtually. I have not been able to attend the meeting physically because of some unscheduled meeting planned at Rajbhavan today. However, I thank to Dr. Naveen, Chairman, Voice of Healthcare, for giving me this opportunity to share this platform with you. I am really pleased to share my thoughts before all the stalwarts and stakeholders of medical device industry who have come together in the pursuit of improving healthcare to improve the infrastructure healthcare in India by utilizing the opportunities ahead of us by appropriately facing the challenges involved. I have been told that almost all the stakeholders of medical device industries are in this medical fair, and it is important to acknowledge and recognize the critical role that healthcare professionals and organizations play in upliftment of healthcare sector in our country. This conference is an excellent opportunity for us to share our ideas, collaborate and create synergies that will drive progress in healthcare. This conference provides a platform for us to exchange ideas and share our experience so as to seek our new ideas and solutions to improve healthcare outcomes. We can learn from each other and identify best practices that can be implemented in our respective healthcare systems. We further need to collaborate with each other to develop comprehensive solutions that address the needs of all stakeholders in the healthcare sector. Now, as you all know, from 31st March, the licensing regime has started, especially in medical devices field class A and B. So this collaboration can not only help us to identify gaps in our current healthcare system, but by working together, we can achieve better outcomes that we could have done by our own. Healthcare providers, policymakers, and industry experts can work together to address the challenge we face in the healthcare sector. I would like to thank the Voice of Healthcare for organizing this conference and providing us with the opportunity to come together and share our ideas. Let us all work together, creating a healthcare system that is innovative, collaborative, and focused on improving patient outcomes. I am confident that working together, we can create a brighter future for healthcare. I wish all the best for the organizers for a very successful event. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chawla. We are grateful for him to share his short and generous message and his warm greetings. I'd like to call upon on the podium Mr. Thomas Schlitt, Managing Director of Messe Düsseldorf, India, to share his opening address. Welcome, sir.
Once again, a very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Messe Düsseldorf India, I'd like to welcome you not only at Medical Fair India 2023, but also at the conference Board of Health. As said, we are really pleased about the growth of our event, and especially the growth of the Indian participation. This year's Medical Fair India is, with respect to the Indian participation, the biggest ever. And that is a great achievement also from all the stakeholders in the Indian medical industry, that they are producing here in India and presenting those products in Medical Fair India. Beside the show floor, the conference program is a very important component of Medical Fair India. And since 7 years we are already, or since 6 years we are already cooperating with Voice of Healthcare. And this year actually we have the 7th edition of this Indian International Conference. And topics like the role of emerging technologies for smart hospitals, medtech innovations, future of diagnostics, patient experience are highlighted and discussed at Voice of Healthcare. I'm sure that the insights you will gain will further help in promoting the vision of ensuring affordable and adequate healthcare for all. The event also has a variety of medical exhibits and display outside. Feel free to explore exhibits over there. I'd like to thank Nishchal for doing the Voice of Healthcare and creating that program, and wish you good success and good discussions here during the day.
Thanks so much, Mr. Schlitt, for your opening remarks. I'd like to call up on the podium Mr. Rajiv, Nath, Managing Director, HMD, and Forum Coordinator, AMAT, to please share his opening address with us. Can we please have sir with a round of applause, please?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Delhi, welcome back to the Voice of Healthcare event, which is every year held alongside on the sidelines of Medical Fair. We thank Dr. Naveen Nishchal for this great idea, for bringing us together in this room, and for seeking international cooperation. Today's world is an interdependent world. No country can coexist by itself. We are very pleased to have today representatives from Taiwan and Canada and other countries gracing this occasion. And in the past also, at earlier conferences, we've had exchange of ideas, we've had visitors coming in, seeking cooperation and collaboration with the Indian industry. Last year's imports of India went up steeply by 41%. 41% is huge. In rupee terms, it was 63,000 crore rupees. In dollar terms, more than $7.2 billion. The market is, of course, more than double of that. The market size, we envisage it to be about $15 to $20 billion. This market will go up to about $50 billion in the next 5 years' time. And it's a great market for us to coexist and share a slice of the pie. We all are working for bringing affordable healthcare. Let's do it with ethics. Let's do it with better innovation, because the customer, whether the patient or the healthcare provider, is being quite demanding and seeking more for less.
So they want more features, more benefits. At the same time, they don't want to give a higher price, they want to give a lower price. And that's today's reality. The government yesterday, like I mentioned in the inaugural outside, announced yesterday the medical device policy. This has been long awaited because the first draft was made in 2014, but because of a lot of cross-lobbying efforts, a lot of confusion being created, the government could not have clarity of thought. Finally, they have clarity. They want India to be a leading company or a supplier to medical devices worldwide. From Ayurveda, we wanted to be the top 5 global manufacturing hubs worldwide. And to achieve that, there is a vision statement from the government now. There is a vision statement, of course, and 6 coherent strategies have been spelled out. And what I was informed yesterday by the Joint Secretary Policy, Department of Pharmaceuticals, was for the first time this policy is going to be implemented differently. The Cabinet Secretary had sought an implementation plan. He just didn't want a policy on paper. He wanted timelines and he wanted actionable points to put across by the Department of Pharmaceuticals and the other departments like the Department of Science and Technology, the Biotechnology, Ministry of Health, who are other key stakeholders to this ecosystem. And with this difference, which we will be hoping to see, of an implementable action plan and monitoring to be done by the government, and of course teamwork by all the players, we will have more influx of investments coming in. From along with Invest India, we are targeting investments of over $15 billion over the next 5 years. And this $15 billion we have categorized into 3 pies. The first pie is technical collaborations of MSME companies with MSME companies. The world all over, medical devices are typically developed by startups and made by MSMEs, not by large corporations. All those large, potentially large, I would say, product lines are being sold by small companies, for example, in Taiwan. But they don't have the marketing organization or the reach to exploit a large market like India, which is one of the top 4 markets in Asia and the top 10 worldwide. So just rather than trying to reach the market through distributors, we have seen in the past, because I'm part of that story, when companies will collaborate with Indian manufacturers, they will license out their technology, they have continuity of supplies of consumables, machinery to the collaborator, and they earn a royalty from the sales of the manufacturer. And by doing that, you can achieve 10 times more growth than you could possibly do by a couple of distributors, because the reach is more. It's not only for Taiwan, the same story holds good for Canada. The same story holds good for Israel. The same story holds good for Italy, for Japan. So we are seeking project size of about $5 billion each, which are easily doable by MSME in India. And there are huge opportunities over there. So if we have 1,000 projects like this, $5 billion comes in from there. The second category are those manufacturers overseas who, once they start exploring and start seeing the potential not only of collaboration, but they find it profitable that they want to now put their money into the project, then they can have a joint venture. And they sink their money in and become a joint venture partner. And the scale of the project becomes bigger and larger. So instead of $5 million, we are looking at $10 to $15 million project size each. And similarly, if you have 500 such projects, and 500 is not a big number, it's about $7.5 billion investment that they're looking at. The third category, of course, will follow last. Many times the government and many organizations, even us in marketing, will try to sell to the most prestigious customer or the prestigious buyer first. But it will be more difficult to get an order from a Apollo or a Medanta than to get from a nursing home. So one has to start with baby steps and go up. That's why I would say first, these two are the most important ones, where you have the Indian investors coming in with foreign collaborations and foreign joint ventures. And then you'll have the MNCs coming in when the ecosystem is developed of components and suppliers and raw materials. And then they'll bring in the big ticket investments. And these investments can be of $20 to $100 million each. And even if there are 50 of such, that again becomes more than $5 billion. So $15 billion in the next 5 years is a doable figure. And IMED, along with various international associations, cooperative bodies and embassies, we are regularly holding VCO meetings, reaching out to overseas manufacturers. So I would take this opportunity to urge continued dialogue by VCO meetings and by bringing in delegations from India to Canada or Taiwan or Germany or Italy and vice versa to take this cooperation forward. VOH is one such platform that helps us to get together. Thank you, Dr. Nishchal, for arranging this. Thank you all.
Thanks so much, sir. Now can we please have up His Excellency Baushuan, representative Taipei Economic and Cultural Center, Taiwan, to please share his opening address. Can we please welcome him with a round of applause?
Naveen, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, namaskar. I would like to start by thanking Dr. Nishchal and Dr. Qian from Taiwan's National Cheng-Kung University Hospital, as well as the excellent teams that these two gentlemen lead for organizing and for hosting this seminar today. Speaking of global healthcare, I would be remiss not to mention Taiwan's National Health Insurance Scheme. Taiwan's NHI scheme was introduced in 1995 with an aim to ensure that all Taiwanese citizens and the foreign residents enjoy access to top quality healthcare services and reasonable health insurance fees. According to Numbeo, a global data website, Taiwan has ranked the first in the world for 4 consecutive years in the 2022 Healthcare Index. Under the guidance of Taiwan's new southbound policy, the National Cheng-Kung University Hospital has played a leading role in developing cutting-edge medical technologies and enhancing international collaboration and networking with global medical institutions, notably those located in India. With its rapid aging population, Taiwan has recalibrated its healthcare policy in recent years to focus on precision medicine, artificial intelligence applications, and regenerative medicine. Among these 3 sectors, Taiwan plans to reach out to countries in the Indo-Pacific region through collaboration on digital healthcare and telemedicine consultation. In September 2022, Taiwan's National Yangming Jiaotong University signed the MOU with the Sri Ramaswamy Memorial University in Chennai to further cooperation on rapid tracing of ammonia gas in a cell breath with an aim to achieve early detection of chronic kidney diseases. The same month, Taiwan's National Cheng-Kung University, also established the Taiwan-India Living Lab on Big Data Analytics with the SMR University. The purpose is to foster technical collaborations and to broaden networking and applications of academic knowledge to solve real medical problems. November last year, the governments of India and Taiwan signed an MOU on traditional medicine to promote cooperation in herbal medical research and industry collaboration. As today's event will testify, Taiwan is willing and ready to share expertise and experience with India in promoting comprehensive cooperation in smart healthcare going forward. The COVID-19 pandemic has struck many without warnings. India has shown its resilience with the launch of Baushuan Digital Initiative in August 2020. It is a mega project for comprehensive digital medical measurement. As a result of high demands for healthcare service during the pandemic, the medical device has become a major sector, contributing to a large increase of 57% in the bilateral trade between Taiwan and India of $7.7 billion in 2021. As Taiwan continues to diversify and relocate its supply chains, and as India plans to foster digital healthcare for all, today's conference will make a wonderful occasion to explore potential opportunities for collaboration and investment. I'm glad to note that apart from the conference, 7 Taiwanese companies have joined other 400 enterprises today in the medical fair. So I wish today's event a great success and a fruitful discussion for all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your warm wishes, and we are equally excited and thrilled to explore more opportunities of collaboration with Taiwan. Next, I'd like to call upon Ms. Jennifer Daubeny, Executive Director, Global Affairs at Canada, to please come up and share her opening remarks. Can we please have her with a round of applause?
Good morning, bonjour, namaste. My name is Jennifer Daubeny, and I'm actually the Minister Commercial based here in Delhi at the High Commission of Canada. Thank you very much to Messe Düsseldorf, India, for inviting me to the inauguration of Medical Fair India 2023, and to the Voice of Healthcare for the invitation to address this inaugural session of the Conference of Medical Fair India. Special thanks to Mr. Thomas Schlitt, the Managing Director of Messe Düsseldorf, India, and Dr. Naveen, Nishchal, the Chairman of Voice of Healthcare. I also extend my greetings to my fellow panelists. Life sciences has been one of the strong pillars of trade and investment relations between Canada and India. The Government of Canada's Trade Commissioner Service has showcased Canada's life science sector strengths through various activities and events, and our presence here in the Canadian Pavilion at Medical Fair India 2023 is certainly an excellent manifestation of our strong interest and commitment. Canada has been a regular participant at Medical Fair India. We were also present at Medical Fair India 2022 in Mumbai and previous to the pandemic in 2019. I'm also very pleased to welcome a delegation of 11 Canadian healthcare life sciences sector companies to this event. These companies highlight the strength of the sector in Canada, which focuses on medtech, digital health, natural health products, personalized health, and pandemic preparedness. Canada's medical devices market is the 8th largest in the world, valued at nearly $7 billion Canadian. The Government of Canada is also investing significantly in an innovation superclusters in the area of advanced manufacturing and digital technology. Developments in this initiatives are intended to help contribute to changing the face of medtech around the world, including in India. Canada is also a well-recognized center of excellence in the areas of stem cells, medical imaging, vaccines, and allergy research. In fact, innovation has been a long-time strength of the Canadian medtech sector, and I'll just name a couple of significant innovations that have come out of Canada. In 1950, Canada developed the world's first pacemaker for continuous clinical use. In 1961, the Canadian team identified blood-forming stem cells, enabling bone marrow transplants. In 2015, another Canadian team was the first to use focused ultrasound to non-invasively treat brain cancer. And in 2022, Canadian researchers identified lipid nanoparticles technology, which allowed this Pfizer-BioNTech mRNA vaccine to enter human cells. Canada also has a strong contract research organization ecosystem that contributes to the development of biologics and small molecules by offering an array of services from drug discovery and preclinical testing to analytical services. Digital health in Canada has also seen rapid growth, driven by global investment, increased use of mobile devices, and advances in technologies such as artificial intelligence and the Internet of Things. Canadian digital health solution providers have focused on areas such as increased patient empowerment, greater clinical quality, and digitization of the non-acute side of healthcare. Pharmaceutical and biotechnology industries in Canada are also extremely strong. While the pharmaceutical industry produces branded, generic, and over-the-counter drugs, the biotech industry uses commercially viable scientific processes like DNA typing and cloning, and novel drugs like biologics to produce biopharmaceuticals. These biopharmaceuticals hold the key to new treatment regimes that can improve conditions such as cancer and autoimmune disease. Canada's healthcare services and training are well respected internationally, and every year, thousands of foreign nationals receive some degree of training or know-how from Canadian health professionals or educators. Brain health is also a critical area of research for Canada, with significant R&D being conducted in this field. A good example is the presence with us today at the Canadian booth of 4 Canadian companies from the mental health and wellness domain, and I hope that you will have the opportunity to meet with them later. These companies offer a self-help mental health app, a 20-minute neurocognitive assessment and screening test to identify cognitive impairments in patients, design and implementing services for flexible and culturally relevant mental health programs, and biofeedback and psychophysiological instrument supplies. The pandemic has also steered the Canadian industry towards solutions to prevent virus spread in public areas and on frequently touched surfaces. One Canadian company here at Medical Fair India is showcasing a robot that applies antimicrobial coatings to frequently touched surfaces, while another company has a nanotechnology-based solution providing graphene coatings to PPE surfaces, including face masks, thereby making these safe, reusable, and long-lasting. We also have companies exhibiting next-generation antimicrobial coatings, additives, and fabric technologies. Other Canadian exhibitors include a company that produces a 60-second test to diagnose infectious diseases such as HIV, and another with a cloud-based medical platform that enables small to medium-sized hospitals to become digital healthcare providers, in other words, a virtual hospital. We also have a company featuring an innovative genomic-based artificial intelligence platform for clinical trials and point-of-care diagnostics, as well as in vitro and in silico test solutions for cardiovascular-related medical device manufacturers. So I certainly, again, encourage you all to visit our booth and seek mutually beneficial partnerships with Canadian companies. I'll also very briefly introduce several members of Canada's trade team who are with us today. Mr. Shaibal Ghosh, who's a trade commissioner based here in Delhi, and also my colleagues Jennifer Kay, also works with the life sciences sector, and Annabelle Laroche, who is the Deputy Program Manager for commercial across India. They are all very willing to help you connect with Canadian companies in the healthcare and life sciences sector. In closing, I wish Messe Düsseldorf India and all the exhibitors much success at Medical Fair India. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
Thanks so much. And yet again, you're excited to share much more collaborative options with Canada. Thank you so much to all the dignitaries who've extended their warm wishes for the event day ahead. And thanks for sharing the aspirations of what all you foresee our healthcare industry to evolve into over the coming years. And I'm very sure that we'll be able to touch upon the points mentioned and co-create a yet more collaborative healthcare network. Now, we'd like to begin the felicitation ceremony for the inaugural session. I would like to request Dr. Naveen Nishchal to kindly felicitate all of our guests. And can we please have the certificates?
Rahul.
Mr. Rajiv Nath, please.
Rahul. Rahul.
Mr. Thomas Schlitt. His Excellency Baushuan. Ms. Jennifer Duan. I'd request Rajiv sir to kindly felicitate Dr. Naveen Nishchal. Can we please have all of you for a group picture, please, in front of the stage? Thank you so much, everyone. Can you please take your seats? I'd request to get the stage cleared for the presentation, please.